Hello and welcome to Later Tonight, starring me, Michael. After Congress successfully avoided a government shutdown, Trump said today that the U.S. could use a good shutdown, apparently not realizing that he'd still have to work while the government was shut down. This year's Tony nominations are in, and I guess Hamilton didn't get nominated for anything. Probably because it was nominated last year. But still, seems like a bad decision. Hillary Clinton stepped back into the limelight today, giving her first extended remarks about the election and explaining why she thinks she lost. Trump is awesome! Well, in my quest to help our viewers do everything well, I want to teach you all how to successfully navigate being pulled over by a police officer, starting at the point where the police officer approaches you in your seat and ending at the point where hopefully you don't get in trouble at all. To do this, I'm going to need a helper. Harvey, could you come on over? Thank you, Harvey. And here, I got a chair for you to sit in. So I want you to pretend like you're driving a car, okay? You're driving a car and you just got pulled over by a police officer. So just you're there and here comes a police officer. So I'm going to pretend to be the police officer and also I'll be narrating. So I'll break from character. So Harvey, when you see me turn toward the camera, I'm just explaining to the audience. But when I'm looking at you, I'm a police officer. Do you understand? Okay, here we go. First, when the police officer approaches, make sure you're sitting straight up and try not to fidget at all. Okay. Hello there. Do you know why I pulled you over today? That's the perfect answer. You don't want to admit to guilt, so you should always say, "No, what seems to be the problem, officer?" Can I please have your license and registration? That's the wrong answer. You should always provide anything that the police officer asks for. Can I have your license and registration? Perfect. How old are you?
5.
That's the wrong answer. You should always be the right age to be able to operate the vehicle that you are driving. How old are you?
13.
Still the wrong answer. You need to be even older than that. How old are you?
41.
Okay. And I think you were driving too fast. Have you been looking at your speedometer lately? How fast do you think you were driving?
1 per hour.
That would not be over any speed limit ever. A good answer is 1 mile per hour, because then you're definitely not breaking any speeding rules. Oh, well, maybe I was wrong if you think you were only driving 1 mile per hour. At this point, you're doing pretty good with the police officer because you've been polite, you haven't said anything rude, but you could always throw in one compliment to help sweeten the situation. So just compliment the officer. Say something nice about him.
Can I go now?
That's nice. That's a good way to get out of the situation if the police officer is just staring at you and not saying anything. But say something nice about the police officer.
Like what?
You took too long, and now you're going to have to go to jail. No, just kidding. Harvey, you did a great job today, and I think that you would have gotten yourself out of a speeding ticket if you had been pulled over by a real police officer. So good job. That's it for later tonight. See you all tomorrow.